Hi again. I want to tell you a little more about Eli, the high priest in the temple. Eli was a good man. However, he was lax. He had two sons that were in line to be priests after he died. But he had not raised them in the way of the Lord like he was doing with little Samuel. Samuel kind of brought him back to his senses again. So when he tried to tell his two sons about the Lord, they rejected what he had to say, and they turned out to be very bad. In fact, the scripture says they turned out to be evil sons. Well, this really grieved Eli's heart a lot, but he thought, I'm not going to make the same mistake with Samuel, and he didn't. And so little Samuel grew, and he, like I said, he had his room, and Eli had his room. And one night, when Samuel was sound asleep, he heard somebody call his voice, Samuel, Samuel, and he thought it was Eli calling him. And he said, Eli, he went in his room, Eli, did you call me? Eli said, no, it wasn't me, Samuel. Go back to bed, go back to sleep. I'm going to leave it there now because my time is up. I'll be back. It's not up. Okay. Well, this happened again. And Samuel went back to bed. And again, after a few hours, Samuel, Samuel, he thought, he went back into Eli's room, and Eli said, no, it's not me. You're dreaming. Go back to sleep. Samuel went back into his own little room, fell sound asleep. And a third time, Samuel. And he said, something's going on. So he went back to Eli. He said, this is the third time somebody has called my name, and if it isn't you, who is it? And Eli said, Samuel, I think the Lord wants to talk to you. He said, when the Lord calls you next time, just say, I'm here, Lord. I'm your servant. Please speak to me. What do you want? And he basically said, speak, Lord. Your servant hears you. And so that's what Samuel did. So when Samuel heard the voice the third time, the fourth time, he did what Eli told him to do. And he said, speak, Lord. I'm your servant, and I hear you. What do you want? And the Lord said, your high priest Eli has two sons who have not done right in my eyes. They have turned out to be evil men, and they will not inherit the priesthood. And even Eli, he said, has not taught them my ways. And he said, and so he shall not be a priest again. And this kind of shook little Samuel to the core. And he said, okay, Lord. Well, morning came. Now I'm going to leave it off there.